안녕하세요, 여러분. So, you guys might be curious, why do I have my Charger's trunk outside of the car? And where are we going? Well, today is actually going to be a very special video because honestly, by the time the actual video, there's probably gonna be like this is gonna be a multi-video process just because. So when I was at Elite Tuner, I met some new friends and I was thinking we had some funny ideas, and I'm like, well, I like where this is going, so we're gonna be doing some experimental stuff. I'm not trying to like give it away too much early on right now, just because I already know like I'm gonna probably make this like a two-parter or whatever, just because of the time lapse. So to kind of give you guys a reference, as you guys know, right, I'm big on, like entertainment stuff, showing off the car, right, like putting a lot of pizzazz on it, right, because being a grassroots driver, like that's the best thing we could do. So I was obviously, you guys remember from my old car, we had the RB Power wing on it, right? Which it was acrylic. We put a red film on it, and Extreme Graphics was able to edge RB Power on the side. So, but I wanted to do something a little bit even crazier. So we'll see how practical this is in real life. Just because it's not something that normally people do. But hey, you know what? I always like to try new things. So I'm actually going to be dropping this off to my buddies right now. And we're going to find out what they think of this idea I have. So, like, they've never really done this before in this scale. And you just never know. So I'm just really, really curious. But anyways, yeah, we're going to be visiting some new friends today. All right, everyone. I finally made it to the location. We're here at Jalisco's Carbon Fiber. And why am I doing at a carbon? Oh, I just locked myself. I'm sorry, I locked myself out again. So what am I doing here, right? Well, obviously, when I was, I don't do carbon fiber. That's not my thing, right? But there's a reason why I wanted to be here today, because this trunk, as you guys know, I was talking about earlier, there's something special I want to do with it, but I think might as well just talk about it now. So here's what I want to do with the Charger. You guys know, right? Like I said earlier, right? That we're planning on putting a wing in and stuff like that. But if I'm not here for carbon fiber, then what am I here for? That. Do you guys see those? Those are illuminating signs. You guys could probably guess what I'm trying to do. Yes, I am trying to get a custom sign for the back of the trunk. So imagine. So let's use our brain here real quick. So imagine this spoiler, but taller, and that says RB Power. Okay, but there's obviously some logistics. Why am I trying to do this? One, I think it's cool. No one has really done it before, and I mean, as I know of. Another thing too, the reason why it might be possible is because when I was asking about these signs, because when we were at the show for Elite Tuner, I told him, how big can you make it? He's like, we can make it as big as you want. I was just like, say less. So, but yes, there's some critical stuff we have to talk about. One, how high and how thick does it need to be? Obviously, in correlation of length, it needs to be thick enough so it can support itself, because it can't be too far at an angle, right? You can't see the sign, so it's gonna be pretty straight up, which what happens, obviously a lot of wind is gonna go against it, so we need to build multiple brackets. We're gonna have to figure that out. Also too, is it even possible, does it even look good being that big too? That's another thing. If it's super thick and it kind of looks a little weird, we're gonna have to figure something out. They don't really make signs this big before, so that's something they're also gonna be figuring out as well. But what's really nice about the Charger wing, unlike other wings out there, this covers the whole length of the body. So this is a great reference for them, how long I wanted to make it. And not only that, if it works out, a lot of the stuff is just like simple like nut and bolts, right? So you could pull them out, pull them in. We could change these signs for maybe different events. We could do, Grid Life or Hyperfest or Fuel Fest. Like, there's so much applications that we could do here with this, right? And I mean, the sky's the limit. Why stop at the back of a wing? Maybe we could do like a Jimmy John sign. Like, there's so much stuff that we could play with around here, and I'm just really glad that they're willing to kind of like help me test with that theory, because as you guys know, I don't do any of that electronic stuff. That's just not my gig. But I ain't gonna lie to you though, when I took this trunk out, it is heavy. It is very, very heavy. So, it would have been nice to have a carbon fiber trunk, yeah, but the problem is the second I crash into it, that carbon fiber is just gonna fly out, and who knows where it's gonna go. So, but for now, actually, fun fact, they do make small Mopar stuff here. They're big on G's, right? And they're also maybe making some stuff. They're doing stuff in the works I can't say anything about, but you never know. And the best part about it, they're local. That's the best part of all this stuff. So if I destroy my sign, okay, there's another thing too. It takes an average on on the stuff they already have pre-production made, 30 days to make. So who knows how long this sign's actually gonna take, just due to so many new stuff that's gonna be happening. So, but I mean, they could probably fix it in a pinch, you know, maybe some duct tape on the side or whatever, you know. But yeah, no, that's the reason why I'm here. And then, you know, nothing super special about this video, but I want to document this because this might be another world's first. I say that, and then someone's gonna just pop up on the bottom picture. Actually, 20 years ago, someone already did. But no, like seriously, I'm just very grateful that they're willing to help me out with this. And they actually, some of the employees were actually here, and they actually gave me a quick tour on the warehouse here, and then just seeing all the cool carbon fiber stuff, all their future projects. You know, it's really cool to get to see a company kind of doing their own thing and really also being educated in carbon fiber, because as you guys know, I'm not a big carbon fiber guy because, you know, I don't do a lot of carbon fiber work, right? But no, I'm really excited. So guys, I just imagine that locking in. So no one better steal my idea, right? Until I do it first, right? But no, other than that, no, this thing is literally awesome. And yeah, since the car doesn't really need a trunk right now, so I'd rather just leave it here, have them mess with it. But yeah, no, dude, this is literally great. But yeah, no, they do a lot of carbon fiber stuff, you know, like they do like a lot, like they're big on G's. Like I said, if you're a big G guy, right, that's your market. And they have some small stuff too as well, like steering wheels, right? I can't wait for them to do like either maybe some super stuff, because you guys know we have Subaru drift car. But yeah, no, great people, right? Like I said, like there's not too much we could really talk about in the minute because nothing is really happening right now. But yeah, no, dude, I'm really excited. So, but anyway, guys, that's kind of like, this is probably gonna be a shorter video, but you know, like I'd rather have this put out there because then by hopefully in 30 days from now, we get to show a reveal of the new sign. And I ain't gonna lie, obviously the Arbor Power was the first one I want to pick, but there's so many other signs I want to do. If this becomes very efficient, oh, it's game over. It's literally game over. And you know, like I said, I might put some small stuff. I'm big on it too, because especially in night drifting, ooh, you already know it, night drifting. All right, anyways, all right, I'm gonna let these guys go, right? I really appreciate the employees for staying behind. You know, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. And obviously I love our chat, and you guys are telling me about like cool stuff. But yeah, we need to go back. I need to go back to work, right? But anyway, guys, appreciate you guys watching this video. Let's have it again.